My name is Skow, and I live in Tehachapi, California, and I'm on the Caravita team. I've been involved in animal welfare most of my life. I used to go to the shelter and try to get my dad to take us there when we were little ones. I got officially involved as an adult volunteer at the Mojave Animal Shelter in 2001. In 2008, when I was coming out of liver failure, acute alcoholic hepatitis to be specific, I founded Marley's Mutts Dog Rescue. We became a nonprofit at the end of 2009. And I was essentially running that organization along with all of our programs, including the Positive Change Program, which is our inmate canine training program, which we've run for the last 10 years. The one thing that hasn't changed in the last 25 years is being involved in animal welfare and rescue. In the 2010s, it started to feel like more people were at least aware of what rescue is and what animal sheltering is, and started to understand all the variables that make up this industry and what we're fighting for. Post-COVID, the feeling that I got is that people stopped caring. There's a lot of people that just weren't interested enough to care enough to make it part of their lives. It's been a very long time since we've had a legitimate victory in animal welfare. People don't understand how exponentially animals reproduce. They reproduce at a mind-boggling rate. We have somehow convinced ourselves to just shrug it off and move it out of sight, out of mind. The amount of money, the amount of taxpayer dollars that are being spent incarcerating animals, somebody would have to explain to me the logic of how this isn't a municipal issue. Los Angeles is a home for dissenters and people who like to be part of making a difference and pushing against cultural and societal norms for the better, to stand up for the voiceless in particular. I think right now we are in somewhat of a point of generating resistance and dissent and starting to speak up and make a difference. People care about animals. People care about dogs and cats. The number 1, 2, and 3 variables all day, every day, from sun up to sundown, that have to do with this crisis are low cost and free targeted spay and neuter. If we strategically and tactfully implement low-cost targeted spay and neuter programs all over the state of California, this can be done in less than a generation. This can be done. What I was excited about is that the focus is spay and neuter and pulling together organizations that can help accomplish a certain set of achievable goals. I wanted to be around good people who can keep me going, who I can root into and be vulnerable with and relate to. What I wish people knew and understood more about spay and neuter is that it is almost impossible to be fully engaged and directively focused because you're always worried about money. We need resources. These are the following resources. Can you help us with those resources? We need as many good people as we can get. Our dogs have the ability to remind us of who we are and why we're lovable and why we deserve to be here. We have an obligation. If we spay and neuter, we will solve this problem.